Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Mbumi and Co with Funds and Galore, where investing meets more. So, guys, welcome back to the Advanced Strategic Trading Academy. Like I stated, man, I'm gonna be giving you guys this strategy for free, teaching you guys how to trade and how you can use this so that you can also better your trading. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced trader, guys, this is literally for anybody who wants to sharpen their skills to make sure that they get to the next level. So without waste of time, before we dive into this, guys, I just wanted to say that we're done recording the inverted head and shoulder pattern, which is featured on the website. This one too will also be featured on the website on the same blog post under the mastering head and shoulders, guys. It's under that same blog post. All you have to do is make sure that you click the links that are provided by Funds and Galore, guys, that we provide for you guys. So make sure that you click every link, and you, because guys, literally it's better to approach this if you're literally approaching this from directly from YouTube. Make sure that you have access to my website, access my website, so that you can get the blend of theory and practical into one. So now we're diving into the practical session, guys. Without further waste of time, let's dive straight into the market. So I'm gonna be demonstrating this pattern on USD Shift. Like I always say, guys, we always wanna be trading with the market. As we can see, the market has been falling until falling from 19th October 2022 until 19th of May 2024. So we push prices back so I can give you a proper demonstration on how this pattern works, right? So first, what do? We wanna cater for all our key levels. So we'll cater for our daily key levels. Here we have another daily key level. Here we're looking for prices where market is creating the most touches. So therefore, what we're doing right now is creating a playground. We need a playground so we know exactly whether we are buyers or sellers for that particular moment, right? Supported by our trends. So we have that resistance level there and a resistance level here. So now we covered, and we can also insert this one at the bottom right here. So basically this is our key levels. All of them are placed. Let's just move this just here. So we're gonna first cater our daily trend line. We're gonna cater our daily trend line. We're gonna cater our daily trend line. So guys, what we can see now is that the market is breaking out of our daily trend, right? So normally when we look deep, guys, all like literally we're just using everything that I've taught you guys into one. So basically after a break, the market must first retest before making those pushes to the upside, right? So that's basically the law. So right now the market only just broke out, so we're expecting the market to push back down. Now since this is a daily time frame, we can also capitalize on those pushes to the downside, because literally overall we still sellers. This can just be a fake out and market pushes back in. We on the daily, we want to trade with the overall momentum. I always trade with the overall momentum. I don't trade against the market, guys. I'm always with the overall momentum, right? So okay, that's our daily. So we'll just move into our 4 hours. So now this is why also daily key levels are important. So we can use this daily key level resistance, because right here is our support, right? This is our support and this is our resistance. So we'll use this resistance as a floor to cater for those entries back to the resistance. If the market is changing direction on an overall time basis, then we will expect pushes down here, but for now we're looking for pushes to the downside. And at the resistance we can either get M's formation patterns, so we're gonna wait for those reversal patterns before entering to give us also those confirmations that we are going back down to retest, or we can get a head and shoulder, guys, like simply like this. So we'll have let me use the head and shoulder pattern. So we're gonna first we'll first have probably our left shoulder, wait for the market to drop slightly, then push back out, giving us our head, creating that neckline, and the right shoulder will reverse at the same area, just similar to what I demonstrated in the Strategic Trading Academy. So we'll have, it'll reverse at the same area. So that's why we have the head slightly up. So it's giving us those head and shoulders, guys. It's like a human. We have our first shoulder, our head, and our right shoulder. Then we have our neckline, and at the neckline, this is our neckline, right? This is our neckline. So when the market breaks, we test this neckline, we're looking for entries down back to where the pattern has originally started, which is here back at the support. So everything makes sense, our key levels make sense, our trend makes sense, everything makes sense for either that. So without anything like that, we're not gonna be entering any selling opportunities even though it hits the resistance. We're gonna wait for reversal patterns. So now we're gonna be catering our 4-hour trend. Let's change it, let's change color, and also let's remove this, guys. Let's remove this, let's also remove this. So yeah, we're having our trend. So we expect the market to break this trend and continue going down, but first we need reversal patterns, right? So let's go into this demonstration. Let's switch to the 1 hour, and now let's push prices, let's push prices. Okay, market has fallen back into our support. So as you can see, we catered for our trends correctly. Our trend is catered for correctly, so we can also add in this, can add in this. Okay. Push prices, market is breaking out of this trend. Okay, there we go. We have finally the market has touched, yeah. So in order for we have to wait also, so because the market can also push to complete this trend, right? So that's why patience is important. That's why we need to wait for reversal patterns before jumping into conclusions, because people will just jump into conclusions and be like, oh, this thing does not work. Nah, guys, you need confirmations, like real confirmations before entering. That's why patience is important, because the market can continue to push to the upside, right? But we're looking for sells because the daily time frame stated to us that we have not retested yet. So let's see what the market does. Let's see what the market does. It's playing around here, it's playing around here. Let's just switch to the 4 hours so we can just move time quicker. So let's push prices and see. So the market has broken out of this trend. So for now, we can see that the market is kind of forming a head and shoulder pattern, but we need more confirmation. If it's a head and shoulder pattern, what is our first indication? There's 3 steps to a head and shoulder pattern, like I stated in the Strategic Trading Academy, which is the theory part, which is featured on our official website. So we have our first left leg, now we're having our head. We need prices to break back down here, creating our neckline. So we expect prices to push back up. Then once prices breaks, gives us those retest at the neckline, and that's where we'll be placing our entries, right? This is how we're going to be placing our entries. Theoretically, you need to always make theoretical assumptions, guys. If you do not, that's why by doing so you become one step ahead of the market. So that is how it will look like. We'll have those break retest at the neckline, and we'll push prices back to where it started, and we'll have a stop loss just above our neckline, just above. It's the same thing with the inverted head and shoulders, but now you're only doing it uh on the bearish. You're doing a bearish one. So let's see if it'll do that, because it's giving us more of a head and shoulder than anything that's indicating that we're making an M. So we had market breaking out of this trend. Also, we can expect pushes to the downside. We have a break and retest on this trend, but what we need is we need reversal confirmations. So the market is pushing up. Okay. We are back on the neckline. Okay, this is how it can play out now, guys. This is how it can literally play out now. It can literally play out by pushing back up here. You see, creating that, and we have our head pushing back, creating that top before breaking. So let's just see what the market does, because we need another right shoulder either way. So we're gonna be patient. Okay, there we go. We're having breaks. So this is our head and shoulder. Let me show you. Okay, the market is giving us more head and shoulder confirmations now. We're broken the neckline, so we have our left shoulder, our head, and we have our right shoulder reversing at this almost the same level as our left shoulder, giving us those confirmations. Let me just try and place everything properly. It's a bit squint. Let me just try and unsquint it. Okay. Ooh, that's too much. Oh, my thing is okay. There we go. So as you can see, we're having that right there, head and shoulder. We'll just wait for that retest, then we'll capitalize on this move, and we'll have our stop loss above the neckline in case the head and shoulder pattern does not form. Like I said, market makers can literally trap you, you know. They can literally trap you guys, trap us as traders. So we need to have our stop losses every time. So let me just show you the relation. You see, guys, we're having our left shoulder here and our right shoulder here reversing at the same level, and we're having our head up there, also giving us those confirmations that the market has retested on this 4-hour trend. So much confirmation is given out here, guys. This is a high probability trade. So let's just wait for our retest. So the market did not retest, so we're gonna wait a bit. Okay, it's pushing back up. You see, that's why we needed to wait for the retest. So okay, that can still be our potential neckline, and this can be our right shoulder. Like I said, you just have to adapt with the market, because I said there's one floor here and there's another floor, potential floor here. If it breaks this potential floor and does not respect it, then I don't think this is going to be a head and shoulder pattern. That's why patience is important. If it's going to respect this setup, that means we are having pushes from here. This is how how a new head and shoulder is going to look like. We're going to have our left shoulder, market pushes back down to the neckline, our head pushes back down to the neckline, our right shoulder. Now we'll just wait for break, retest, then entry. Let's see if the market will follow that setup. Now if it doesn't, this head and shoulder is probably invalid, and that's why patience helps, guys. You don't want to get trapped in the wrong side of the market, or or due to lack of impatience. So that's why skill is important. That's why you need to practice these patterns so that you understand everything you need to understand. So there we go. It's respecting. We're having those are our retest right there. We're having our retest. Did we have a retest? Let's go to 1 hour. Let's wait for them retests. Proper retest. There we go. Now we can confidently place our entries. We can place our entries right back to where the market has started. So one more time, we're having the start of the head and shoulder, left shoulder, pushes back down to the neckline, respecting the neckline, and like I said, we want to enter on the right shoulder because we are right. Not all the time, but we are right. Then we're expecting pushes back down to where the market has started, right? This is our head and shoulder pattern. Let's remove that. So we'll just push it back here. I don't normally take it directly back to where it started. I'll rather just push it a little bit up because the market can push up until here before reversing, understand? So that says we're going for a 2.64% move and we're only gonna be risking let's risk a 73%. So let's go and see what the market does. Having nice beautiful drops, so the amount of money you make it will depend on what lot size you're using. So this is a nice beautiful swing trade, pushing back up. While it's doing this, you can also be adding our trends, right, to indicate to us, okay, are we still pushing down or what is going on? So we'll have our trend. Man, that's not adding. It's not a clear. Oh my word, it's not a clear trend yet, man. I'm not gonna cater for this yet because you're not. Okay, so let's see what the market does. Will it complete our head and shoulder pattern? As long as the market does not break back inside that inside our neckline, then we are good. So we'll allow the market to do what the market needs to do. So it's forming a correction. Why is it forming a correction? Because we had a nice sorry for that, we had a nice beautiful impulse correction. So expecting it to break below this correction and continue going down. So everything still looks good. And there we go, we're looking for that. So basically if you wanted to, you could also scale in. So guys, I'll do scaling in later. I'll teach you guys how to scale in your trades. So basically this is how we would scale in. After the break and retest, we would scale it down to the bottom. Let's see if it does that. So we'll just put this here just for now. We hit the bottom. We need retest before scaling in. We needed to go back and retest. If not, there we go. Ooh. So this was a swing trade. Okay. Let's just move this. That's why we had to wait for the break and retest before scaling in. You see why break and retest is very important, guys. Okay, now we have more data in terms of a trend. So we can place in our trend. So we've been holding this trade for a couple of days, guys. It's a very big move, and sometimes you just need to trust your strategy, you know, just need to just trust it. Okay, let's just stretch this out. So the market has broken out of this trend. Woo! It's breaking back into our neckline. We're back in profits. Okay, let's stretch this out. This is, the nerves are high. Hey, you almost hit stop loss there. The nerves are high. Let me just play this and just times 3, man. Let's just make it move on its own. I'm tired of clicking this. Let's see if we'll close this trade. We can just leave this here for now. Let's leave that here for now. Okay, this is too slow. Let's go for a 10. Yeah, let the market move itself. So this trade has been going on for ages, and that's one thing I want you to guys. Okay, there we go. Wait, that's what I want you guys to always learn, that guys, as clear as the demonstrations are, like, you know, in terms of showing you guys how the on the textbook way, the textbook, it demonstrates it as clear as possible, but sometimes the market can take literally its own time. It can take as long as it needs to take in order for it to get to a specific, to your target. So that's why you need to learn your psychology, because this is where psychology plays a literal big role. Okay, we are back into the real market. This is the real time market right now. So basically that is it, guys. So I cannot push it any further than this. So basically this is it. We literally would have been holding this trade from, when did we take this trade? From 3 June until the current date. This was last week Friday. So we're waiting for the market to reopen. So basically this is how you would have traded this pattern. And also this area here would have also been a nice place to exit, right? This place right here. If you wanted to exit, you could exit it here, because why, the market is forming some form of double bottom. So you can exit it here, or you can wait for the market to break and retest. If you would have exited, let's say you would have exited here, because that's where the market actually make those pushes to the upside, right? Those strong pushes. You could have also closed it here once it gotten back here, and you would have closed with 0.2%, a whole 2%, a big 2% move. Or you can just let it play out, or you can insert a stop loss, but scaling in would require you to wait for those retests before pushing prices back down. So that's why I also wanted to close in earlier before it actually reach this area, so because the market can literally just be sensitive around these areas and reverse before actually making its way back down, you know. So basically guys, this is how you trade a head and shoulders pattern. As you can see, we had a break, retest, and we entered, and the market followed through. It literally followed through. This was the start of the pattern, and the market normally completes it. But depending on how you trade and how techniques that you use in terms of stop loss, I always use stop loss and profit, stuff like that, to protect my positions, especially when I'm very into deep. And I also keep monitoring the trades to search what the market is always doing. New information like this, we're having a double bottom here. it can literally just push back up, you know. So that's basically it. But the overall play is we wanted to retest on our daily time frame. That's the overall play, our daily time frame. So that's basically it for today's lesson, guys, and that's how you enter and how you spot out. The most important thing right now is when to spot out, how to spot out head and shoulders, how to enter one, how to stop loss, and how to take profit, you know. So basically that is it for us today, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll see you in the market breakdown. There's still more articles that are coming, a lot more articles that are coming, guys. Not just only forex related content, but also to understand the whole spectrum of how money works, the monetary system, how banking works, how politics, central bank decisions and stuff like that influence our trades and stuff. There's a lot more content because this content helps you see the bigger picture. You don't just wanna just trade forex, you wanna just understand the whole industry. So what I do is I simplify everything for you guys. Check out my other categories. I cover a lot of insightful knowledge. If you also want to ask me questions about that, make sure to write it down on the website, comment on the website, or you can just comment on the YouTube channel. I'll always check out my feedbacks and stuff like that, my comments and stuff like that. Then I also will insert my new Instagram page, guys. I created a whole new Instagram page. I'll add in the link to that in below in the description. Make sure to follow me if you wanna ask me things on a more personal level. That's where you can find me on my Instagram, guys. So yes, that's basically it. That's today's lesson, guys. I hope you guys stay blessed, and until next time, peace out.